Welcome to cooking cheap, easy, and tasty meal. I'm going to make some garlic Parmesan bread, and to begin, I'm going to roast a couple of pods of garlic. So, first thing you do is you take it, just cut a third off the top. Don't waste it though, keep that. And then I'm going to do it on the second pod. All right. Now I'm going to take some foil, and we'll put a little olive oil on top. And we'll take the excess from what I cut here and dump it in here. Might get something out of it if I do that. We'll see. And I'm going to put a little, let's see, we need a little oil on that too. And I'm going to put a little pepper and a little salt on top. Then I'm going to just wrap that up. Seal it nice and tight. And I'm going to do the same thing for this piece. Put this here. Lock these little pieces off. Just drop them nearby. Hate to waste the garlic. A little salt. And a little pepper. Now, I'm going to go to my air fryer and set it to 380 degrees and let it preheat. Okay, I'm going to go to my air fryer now, and we'll put these inside. It's preheated to 380 degrees, and I'm going to restart it and have it go 380 degrees for 16 minutes, since these are fairly small pods, and I'm going to bake it in the breads. Actually, I think I'll go 17 minutes just to be sure. I'm going to lift this up, make it a little easier. I'm going to do 3 cups of flour first, second, third. Now I'm going to add 3 teaspoons of yeast. This is instant yeast. Okay. I'm going to mix this up a little bit before I put in the salt and the other ingredients. That should be enough. I'm not really worried about adding the salt, but just to be on the safe side, I'm going to be careful. Okay, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. Okay, now I'm going to add garlic powder, Parmesan cheese, 2 tablespoons of butter, a tablespoon of honey, which I sprayed the spoon with a little oil to make sure the honey came out easy, and it pretty much flows right out when you do that. I'm going to mix these up a little bit, and I'm going to add some water. I'm going to add 1 cup of room temperature water. You let it bring it together a little bit. And then I'm going to put the dough hook in. Okay, well, that looks good enough. So I'm going to scrape all this off. Just make sure all that's in. Now put the dough hook on. And I'm going to let this go for about 5 minutes. I'm going to take the garlic out, and so I can add it to this mixture. And I'm going to put something to put it in. Still going to be a little hot probably, but we'll work our way through that. All right. Yeah, after you cook it that long, it's really soft. So really all you have to do is take each piece and just squeeze out the garlic. Piece right there. You can take this, just kind of squeeze it, and the garlic just kind of comes out. Came out pretty good. Let's see, we got some little pieces in here I'll get. Try not to get the garlic skin in there. Okay, that's pretty much all of that one. We got this one. We'll pop it open and try to do the same thing. All right. Fair amount of garlic. Just squeeze it and it just comes out of the little pods really nice. Okay. We'll get these little pieces in. There we go. Now we're going to take a fork, just mash that up a little bit just to make sure. We'll look it over, make sure it's broken into pieces a little bit. Okay, this is my garlic, and there were a few little pieces of skin I got out. So I'm just going to put this in here. Okay, now we've got that in there, so I'm going to start this back up. It's going to mix all that garlic into it. We're going to cover it and put it in the oven. And we'll have an oven that has a breadproof function. I broke my other oven. I had to get a new one to solve that problem. Okay, I'm going to stop this for a minute. Just kind of push that down a little bit, make sure it gets a little bit different edge on it. It's forming together real well. Okay, I'm going to take this. Okay, I'm going to take another bowl, put a little olive oil in it, and take a paper towel and wipe that around, make sure it's coated good. And then we'll take the chunk of bread, dough, and drop it in there. Looks pretty good. I think I'll put a little oil on top of it. Get a little oil off of that. Now I'm going to cover it and let it proof until it doubles. Okay, I let the bread rise for a couple hours. I took it out and formed a nice little ball. Now I've heated up the pan to cook it in, and I'm going to put it in the oven at 450 degrees. Take the top off for just a minute. Take this, pick this up, and drop it in. And the top back on, and I'm going to let it cook for 30 or 40 minutes, and I'm going to pull the top off. Okay, the bread's been cooking for about 35 minutes. I'm going to check and see what the internal temperature is. It's getting close, 198. Let's try right in the center. A little less than it needs to be. It needs to come up another few degrees. So what I'm going to do is take the top off. That is one hot piece of glass. And I'm going to put it back in for about 10 minutes. It's already browned pretty good, but maybe a little more won't hurt it. It's probably because I put the oil on top. Okay, it's been another 5 minutes, and the temperature is about 200 degrees internally, so it should be ready. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out and set it on this tray. Listen to that sound. Yep, that's the sound of a loaf that's done. I'm going to let it sit, and I'm not going to touch that because that'll burn. And I'll slice it later and we'll see what it tastes like. Okay, I'm going to slice this loaf. It's had time to cool. Give this a little more light. Take a look. Ah, look at that. Man, you can smell the garlic. It's really nice. Nice, soft, good sound. Everything about it looks good. I'm going to cut a slice out. Let's see what it tastes like. The seeds did not stick to it very well. I'll have to work on that for next time. But soft, nice crust, soft middle. You can taste the garlic. Can't decide whether you can taste the cheese or not. It's pretty good though. I probably should have covered the top with some foil. It's a little darker than I'd like. That's probably because of the cheese. But the internal is fine. It doesn't taste burned or anything. It's just darker than I usually would have expected. Nice. That's a great sandwich bread. If you try it, let me know what you think. I think it came out pretty well. Have a good day. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe and give us a like. Thank you.